Most childcare owners are told Google Ads will fill their classrooms fast. But here's the hard truth. For most, it becomes the most fast way to burn through money without seeing a single qualified lead. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but I've watched dozens of centers try it themselves, follow what they read online, and they end up with empty spots, a drained budget, and a bad taste about digital marketing. The good news, though, is that it's not just that Google Ads don't work for childcare. It's that there are 5 common mistakes that make it impossible for it to work the way it should. And once you fix them, the exact same budget you're already spending could start producing consistent, high-quality parent inquiries. So today, I'm going to break down those 5 mistakes, not just so you can avoid them, but so you can finally run ads that actually work for a daycare or childcare business just like yours. Hey, I'm Salesio, marketing specialist here at Grow Your Center, and we help childcare owners and preschool owners consistently get enrollment and fill their awesome classrooms with A-player staff using staffing and marketing systems. And what you need to know before we jump in is every week I release free playbooks and content designed for owners just like yourself to scale your center, boost enrollment, get the actual staff that you require based on tactics that we see work in the industry on a daily basis. I've left that link below so you don't miss out if you're tired of dealing with poor quality leads or just complete lack of them. When we first started helping childcare owners with marketing, we noticed something a little bit strange. Almost every owner that came to us with enrollment trouble said they've tried Google Ads before, but they hated it. They tell me it was either too expensive or it brought in families who weren't even looking for full-time care, or worse, they'd get no calls at all. But here's the thing, when we dug into those accounts, it was never Google Ads itself that failed. It was the way in which it was set up. It was like they had this powerful engine, but they were driving it with the parking brake on. And when we removed those mistakes, centers went from draining their bank accounts to actually getting website visits, getting seen and discovered by families in their area who are looking for care, and all without increasing their budget. So let's get into the first mistake, which is targeting too broadly. Here's the myth. The more people that see your ad, the more likely you are to get enrollments. That's what most new owners believe. So they set their ads up to target anyone in a 20 or 30 mile radius, thinking, hey, we're casting a wider net. We're going to be great here. In reality, they're spending on a bunch of money showing ads to people who never will drive that far for childcare. Childcare is hyper local. Parents want something either close to work or home, usually within 6, maybe 10 miles in really special cases. So when you target too broadly, you end up paying for clicks from people who are never going to convert. And here's the kicker. Those irrelevant clicks also mess with Google's algorithm, making it harder for your ads to reach the right families in the future as you continue running your campaign. So the fix is what we do with our clients. We make sure their ads only show up in front of parents who are actively looking for care in their area, not people searching for unrelated things or 2 counties over. We focus on aligning the ads with the exact type of searches that bring in qualified inquiries while filtering out clicks that waste the budget. It's about fine-tuning Google's targeting so every dollar works harder for you and every lead is more likely to turn into a tour. Now, mistake number 2 is ignoring what we call search intent. Another myth. If someone types daycare into Google, they're probably looking to enroll right now. Not true. Search intent matters a lot. If someone types in daycare jobs or daycare grants, they're not looking as a parent in your area for care. But if your campaign is set to broad match without these things called negative keywords, Google will still show your ads for those searches and you will pay for every single click. That's like paying to have a billboard for your childcare in front of a high school cafeteria. It's the wrong audience entirely. That's why negative keywords are a big part of this. They act like a filter, blocking irrelevant searches that drain your budget that never actually lead to enrollments. Negative keywords are terms you tell Google to not show your ads for. In childcare, that means preventing your ad from appearing when someone posts things or searches for things like job posts, grants, or unrelated services. So you're not paying for clicks from people who were never going to enroll in the first place. Now, mistake number 3 is sending clicks to the wrong page. Here's another common belief. If I send my parents to my homepage, they can learn all about us. Now that sounds logical until you realize your homepage is usually a maze of links and menus and distractions. Parents may click around, they're probably going to get overwhelmed, and they're going to leave without ever requesting a tour. Google Ads traffic needs a purpose, a built landing page, a one-page page with a single goal, whether to book a tour or inquire now. That means a headline that matches their search, quick bullet points and explanations that makes them understand what your center is, who you are, how you service your families in your area, and a clear call to action to tell them to take action. We see this all the time with clients who come to us for help. They think their advertising strategy just isn't working, so they need to focus somewhere else. And it's very common to think that your campaign might be the issue. But most of the time when we look under the hood, when we see that they're landing on a page or a website that's scaring people off, even if your campaign is getting clicks to your website, it's going to be detrimental. If you spend $200 to get a website done on Fiverr, or you had one of your currently enrolled families who does websites build it for free, you're most likely lacking the most essential element you need to convert that parent into an actual qualified lead. Without either properly formatting or fixing your landing page or website, you could be wasting your marketing dollars every single day your campaign is live. That's exactly why for our website clients, when we bring them on board, we have an extensive and detailed intake form that allows us to deeply understand their business, who their competitors are, what are their unique selling points, so we can craft their new website in a way that engages and speaks directly to those parents' fears, those desires, and needs so they can easily book a tour with them. A landing page and a website is so much more than slapping your logo and your vision statement on it. It can be your best sales rep that works for you 24/7 if done correctly. Now, mistake number 4 is treating Google Ads like a set it and forget it tool. A huge myth is that once you set up Google Ads to run, it just runs in the background and brings in leads. That's not entirely how it works, especially in childcare. Markets shift, competitors adjust their budget, search trends, they change seasonally. So think about summer camp or back to school enrollment. You need to be on top of those things. If you're not actively checking and optimizing your campaigns, your results will drop, sometimes in a matter of weeks. And we see this all the time. An owner sets up ads, they work on it for a little, and then suddenly the calls slow down. They assume Google Ads just stopped working, but in reality, the campaign just needed to be tuned a bit more. So the fix, review your campaigns weekly. We do this with all our clients. Look for search terms that aren't converting. Adjust your bids to favor the best keywords. Test new ad headlines. Watch your quality scores. We know how much work it is too. So that's why when clients come to us, especially for our Google Ads services and their solutions, they get a dedicated marketing consultant to stay on top of these trends and optimize their campaigns for them. And plus, to make sense of it all, you meet every single month with them to show you, here's what we're doing, here's how your sender is transforming month over month, and then here's what we want to do for the month ahead. That way, we can tweak the campaigns in a way that's proactive rather than reactive. Because realistically, you're already juggling parents, siblings, students, teachers, overhead. The last thing you need to be doing is worrying about what keywords and optimization you need to do your ad strategy for. Now, final mistake number 5, not having a follow-up system. This one's huge and it's the silent killer of most Google ad campaigns. Owners think that, hey, if a parent clicks my ad, they'll fill out a form or call, and that's that. But here's the reality. Most parents click, they look around, they get distracted. They might actually be comparing centers, or they might get pulled into a work meeting or have a toddler meltdown in the background. If you don't have a system to follow up instantly after they fill out your form, you're gonna lose them. They'll forget your name and they'll enroll somewhere else by Friday. The fix, have an automated CRM that captures every lead that fills out a form from your ad. In a CRM, it sends an instant text or email and alerts your parents to give them a call right away. It's short for a customer relationship management tool. Without the fancy tech terminology, it is your best bet and your best ally for automatically following up with leads who have filled out a form on your site. We've seen leads go from cold to booked in under 24 hours just because a center followed up within 5 minutes of the inquiry. In childcare, speed to lead is everything. And if you truly want to scale your center, and if you want to add an extra $10,000 to $15,000 per month in cash flow, you need to be automating your lead process. Manually relying on busy staff and admin, that allows leads to slip through the cracks every single day and head right to your competitors. That's why we're so passionate about unifying a Google Ads strategy with a CRM so that you actually get the most bang for your buck. And the before and after of fixing these mistakes, this is what it could look like instead of throwing money down the black hole. Before, you might see a few clicks, random calls, nothing is really predictable. It's stressful, it's discouraging, and it makes you question whether online marketing even works for childcare. However, after fixing them, every dollar you spend is now intentional. You're showing up only for parents searching in your exact area. Your ads take them to a page designed to make them want to visit your center. And then your follow-up system turns that interest into actual enrollments. That's when Google Ads stops becoming a gamble and starts becoming the engine that keeps your classrooms full year round. So, if you're already running Google Ads but suspect maybe one or maybe all of these things is costing you enrollments, now is the time to fix them. Because every day that you wait is another day your competitors are showing up in front of you and attracting those parents instead of you. We help childcare owners set up and run Google Ads campaigns that are built for childcare. Campaigns that get you in front of the right parents at the right time with the right message and turn those clicks into tours. If you want to see exactly how your current ads stack up and where you could be getting a little more qualified leads for the same budget, reach out. We'll walk you through not only what's not working in your current setup, we'll actually show you some of the other lead results that we've gotten center owners just like you. I've left the link below to book a call with someone on my team so you don't have to figure this out alone. And if you're not ready to book quite yet, not a problem. There's another link below that allows you to get on my insider list where I give you free weekly playbook and content designed for center owners to scale their business based on industry trends and tactics that we know work within the childcare industry. It's completely free, so get on it. Don't miss out. The link is below. Because the only thing worse than spending money on ads that don't work is not showing up when the perfect parent is searching for you.